Cars plus kids often means disaster, but today I want to share with you my van organization. It's simple, affordable, and easy, and hopefully you guys can get some tips from this. Hey guys, I'm Sarah here from Work Life Glue. I'm a busy working mom, as I'm sure most of you are, whether you're working as a stay-at-home mom, working in your home, caring for your children, or if you work outside of your home, or if you're kind of in between like me who runs a daycare in her home. So I'm home, but I also have a business plus this YouTube business. So having kids in your car can be stressful, can be messy, can be disastrous. Let's be honest, it's just clutter wherever kids go. But I have a lot of simple, easy tips and ideas for organizing your vehicle. I have a van and I love it. It's game changing, but a lot of these tips can be used no matter what kind of vehicle you have. So I'm just going to take you guys on a tour of my van. Any products will be listed in the description, but a lot of these things are just things you have around the house or can easily pick up at Target or Walmart or the Dollar Tree. So let's get started. So here's just an overall look. We have two little girls, so we have two car seats in the middle row, and then we usually leave the back row up, but sometimes we leave it down. But I just wanted to show you how we maximize the space when we have as limited of space as possible. So if you have 3 more kids, you know, you can use these tips as well. I apologize in advance if you hear anybody mowing the lawn. It is summer and that's inevitable no matter when I would film this video. So starting in the front, we like to keep an umbrella right here so that if it is rainy, we can just grab it and go. We are really lucky to have lots of little compartments in this van, and I know a lot of vehicles do, but we like to use the silicone muffin liners to line our cup holders. Just makes it a lot less messy. These tend to accumulate trash and junk, so it's just nice to have them lined. One thing we are often reaching for, since we don't usually like our girls to listen to the radio because you just never know what will come on if we're not listening to like a playlist on our phone, hooked up to the van speakers, we get our CDs out. And I just got these little CD cases from Amazon. They were very inexpensive, so I keep all our CDs in this one just really close by so I can easily grab it and not drive off the road. And we love these little CDs that come with some like Christian books from the Dollar Tree. They have the cutest little songs, so if you are a Christian family, it's just a fun way and a really inexpensive way to have some easy listening in the car, as well as toddler songs, Bible songs. We also keep some books, which I will show you, and here's the CD that goes along with it for our 4-year-old. She loves listening to those. Baby signing time songs, and just various other ones as well as some of our Christmas CDs in the back. We are also very fortunate to have a built-in TV in our van, which we only use for long car trips, but we like to keep a bunch of movies in our glove compartment. So I just have another one of those CD cases filled with DVDs. My little tip for this is to put movies and things like educational ones or ones that you really want your kids to watch, because when they're stuck in the car and there's nothing else, they're more likely to watch it. So we have a bunch of VeggieTales movies that I just got at garage sales and things of that nature, as well as, you know, some of the movies that our daughters really love and ones that they don't watch as often. So it gets them watching ones that they wouldn't pick to watch at home on a Friday night or whatever. The only thing we keep in this glove compartment are some extra CDs of my husband's that he likes to listen to from time to time, and just the owner's manual. And the really cool thing is we have a USB port in here, so we keep our charging cord here because this does charge and it will attach to our speaker system, so we can easily, charge and play it from here, but we can also tuck it away if we don't want it. So that's why we usually don't use this port here. And then in our other glove compartment, we pretty much just keep winter gloves in case of an emergency, because we do live in Minnesota. Something I absolutely love in this day and age are pop sockets. I love my pop socket. It has stayed on for over a year. I put it on right when I got it, and I love that they have these really convenient car holders that you slide your pop socket onto, so you don't need to have those, retractable pressurized phone holders. You can literally just slide your phone on and it stays. So this is great if you want to be able to receive calls from your phone and have it go to your speaker system. you know, if you are using your phone as a GPS, it's just great and really convenient. The one thing to watch out for is in the winter, if you are blasting the heat, try to make sure it's off on that because it will heat up the adhesive on your pop socket and it will fall off. So that's just a little tip. The one other thing we have up here is a car garbage. I love this. It actually sits on this little hook that was for a different kind of car holder, but you can hook it on all kinds of things and adjust the height, but it just fits really well here. So you open it up, you can stick garbage in it. Looks like this. You can always compact it down to size if you just want to store it for when you need it, and then it's really easy to wipe out and dump into the garbage when needed, and it just fits really nicely right here. As for visors, I have this really inexpensive Kleenex holder, and I just stuff overflow restaurant napkins. You know, you always get so many and you don't want to throw them away, so I just stick those in there so they're convenient because we need them all the time. And then on this side I just have a little organizer. I keep post-it notes because I'm constantly like writing myself lists of like get gas, or if I quick think of something I need at the store that I don't want to forget, I just write it down. So I have some pens there as well. And does anybody have like a lucky trinket of some sort in their car? Stan got me this like years and years ago. It was an air freshener. I don't even have a cat anymore, but I keep it in here for good luck. Okay, moving on to our little console. We have a pop-up area, and I only keep really major essentials. So I do keep our garage door opener. That's one tip. Don't leave it out on your visor, because if you ever park with your vehicle outside of your garage, you know, people may see that they can get into your garage and break into your car. I mean, they still may break into our car, but I just feel a little safer about it. I also keep a pair of sunglasses, lotion, and some Kleenexes in here. These are often things I will grab and put in my diaper bag or purse. And then if I slide this whole thing over, this is just where we have some of our essentials. We've got some coins in here, hand sanitizer spray, a backup sunscreen, a really simple travel first aid kit I got at Target with just like band-aids and stuff like that if we need it. These hand warmers in case of emergency. We have a brush, a mini flashlight, a tape measure because you just never know when you might want to measure something at a store. We do have the other kind of phone holder just in case somebody's in our vehicle that doesn't have a pop socket and they are driving or want to charge it or whatever they can use. And then we have these two pouches here. Because I never have a good hair day and I have two little girls, it's nice to have, you know, hair things. We have rubber bands, safety pins, you just never know when you might need those on the go, hair ties, bobby pins, and more hair ties. These will definitely come in even more handy when our girls are involved in sports and things, if they have their hair down. That way we can easily put their hair up and we don't have to worry about restocking it because it's fully stocked. In this other pouch, we just have some other essentials. We've got a flosser set, some Q-tips, and some chapstick because you just never know when you might need them. In the side here, I like to also keep just a microfiber cloth to wipe down the dashboard and some plastic bags. Okay, moving on to the back of the vehicle. These are some of my favorite things. So here we have an organizer I got on Amazon, of course. In the top, I have a backup outfit for each girl just in case we ever need it. We also have a thing of baby powder, not for diaper changes. I actually got this idea from Hillary from Old World Home, and she said that this takes off sand like you wouldn't believe. So this is a summertime essential if we're at the beach. We can get the sand off our girls and it won't get all over our van. We also keep a lint roller in here. And then in here I keep our restaurant kit. Here is the restaurant kit. We absolutely love this. We use just one of the smaller Skip Hop bags. It's not the really small one, but like the preschool size. I'll link to it below. They have a bunch of different animals that we love. But we use this unicorn one, and this is great. We just grab it when we're going into a restaurant, or like if you were gonna go to a sports game and you needed to keep your kids occupied while the other kids were playing or something of that nature, like the doctor's office. This works great. As you can see, it's packed, but in the top, we just keep 2 different snacks for each girl. So some applesauce and a chewy bar, so if we get to a restaurant and it's going to be a bit of a wait, you know, we can feed them. If we're at a game or something, we have a snack just in case we forget to bring them. And then we have lots of different activities for them to do. We've got some coloring books that I know they will love. These sticker face books are awesome, especially for a 4-year-old. You can decorate different animals. They have princess ones and all kinds of different ones that really keep them entertained for a while. And then I just keep this bag full of stickers, all different kinds of stickers to keep them entertained. We have 2 notepad or like drawing pads. Here's just a little notebook that they can use, or this more chunky notepad. We also have this little sticker activity book. We have 2 of these color form packs, which are just like repositional stickers, a brain quest for a 4-year-old, and an Etch-a-Sketch. And then in the front we keep some antibacterial wipes so we can wipe down the high chairs or the table or whatever, wherever we are. And then 2 packs of these twistable colored pencils. I love them because our little one can't eat them as easily. They aren't as breakable, they're not as messy, and they last a long time. The other thing I have tucked in the side here, I just actually hooked it around our daughter Bryony's car seat, the seat's arm that just we swivel back up, but it just fits here really well and the door still closes. And this is our little diaper changing area. If we need to change her diaper on the go, it's got a changing pad, wipes, diapers, a disposable mat, as well as a swim diaper just in case we ever need it. I got this little organizer at a garage sale, but you could easily use just a little reusable bag or something like that, and that way we can lay her right here, change her, and everything is right here and conveniently located. From the other side, I just want to talk about this mirror. I know a lot of cars have mirrors so you can see your rear facing kids, but I don't know about you, we could never get them in the right position. I love this one because it actually swivels, whereas other ones, literally the mirror hooks onto the seat and it doesn't swivel, so it's almost impossible to get it in the right position. I love this one. I will link to it. It's so much easier to adjust, and it's pretty big too, so she can see the TV when it's playing, which is convenient, and we can see her from the front, and she can see what's going on up there as well. I like to keep some kind of like noise making, not too annoying, but something Bryony can push the buttons on. She's almost 2, so she likes to have stuff to interact with. That way it just keeps her company and it can fit in her cup holder. And then back here we also keep just a simple bin full of stuff. Now we have this pillow here, it's totally ratty. Celia is a pillow lover, whereas some kids use a stuffed animal. She has always loved her pillow. This was her first pillow she got attached to, hence why it's all ripped to shreds, because we actually had to sew the pillowcase to the pillow, so I can't even take that part off. But we keep that in here because when she upgraded to a new pillow, we just thought it'd be nice to have one in the van. So if it's a long car ride or we're away from home, she has a comfort item in here. I just think it's really helpful for her, and it helps her nap in here if we're ever on the go and we want her to nap. And then in here, this is our little entertainment caddy. It's mostly got books. It also has a Magnadoodle and some of these road trip bingo cards that we got at Target in the dollar section. These are those princess books I was telling you about, read-alongs. These are great. I will put a link to a bunch of other ones if you don't have girls or you don't have kids who are interested in princesses. There are other ones as well, and I just love them because it gets your kid reading even if they can't read yet, and it's just a nice way to fill your drive time with something educational in some way. And then the rest of the books we try to keep in here are interactive or ones that are more fun to look at, so ones you don't really need somebody to read to you. We have lots of lift the flap books in here. We love these polka dot ones. They're really fun for both of our girls. We have this cute little one that both of our girls had that you can put family pictures in, so that's fun for them to look at and keeps them engaged for a while. Usborne books are always great. This is a fun looking book is what we call them, as well as these look inside books are great for our 4-year-old to keep her really looking for a long time because there's so many flaps to lift. And these muddle and match ones are fun as well. I love this ABC book. I bought it for the girls for Christmas. They don't really look at it in the house, so I thought to bring it out here. I thought our 4-year-old might really like looking at the pictures because she knows her letters and the sounds they make, so it might be fun for her to kind of look at them and we can talk about it, and it's something I can engage with her while she's reading even without looking at the pictures. And then we really love these like look and find books as well. Bryony really loves this Paw Patrol one, but it's great for all ages because they just have to try to find the pictures, and even if they're too young, they can just look at the pictures. It's no big deal. So one of the things that really sold us on our van is the fact that all of our seats can fold down. The back ones can fold down to make the back flat, but up here these fold forward, and I'm going to show you why this is even a cooler feature than I realized. Once we got home, I realized we had so much more storage. So if you lift up the rugs and lift this little compartment door, you see that we have all this storage under the floor, which I love. That's where the seats will go if we ever fold them down, but we rarely ever have to do that. So I like to keep things that we don't need to access very often, but that are kind of bigger and bulkier. So we do have this tray. It's a car seat tray, so we can set it here for Celia. It can wrap around the seat if you want it to. It's got a cup holder and a little storage here, or Bryony could use it as well, and this is great if they're coloring or eating in the car for those long car rides. I will link to that below. We also have this awesome woven mat. We use this on beaches for picnics. It's great, it's wipeable, it's huge, I love it. And then we also keep a blanket in here. In the other one, we just keep our jumper cables. Like I said, we keep it pretty simple in here, so we don't have anything in the back seat, but back here we keep it very simple but functional. Around the seat we keep a bunch of reusable bags, so we always have them. And then we have this organizer here, which is nice because it's up off the ground and it just goes around the seats. In one, I have some of our car seat accessories and plastic bags. In this one, I keep paper towels, a more complete first aid kit, an extra umbrella, a tire gauge, some more of those hand warmers, and then a stroller like poncho, and then a heavy duty winter hat. We also stock up a lot more in the winter to keep it safer and in case if we ever have an accident, but in the summer, you know, I keep it pretty minimal because that's not really an issue. Over here in this little compartment, I just keep, it's like our little more jumper cables and, you know, emergency assistance kit. And then all the other things we have in here are a laundry basket. So this is great for hauling your groceries and things back to the house, or I sometimes will put it in the back seat and put groceries in there so I can easily, you know, get them out and store them and they're not getting all over the car. And then we keep our double stroller in here. Sometimes, like I said, we will fold the seats down. It's really easy. They just fold to make this whole thing flat, so that way we have more space. But for the day-to-day, this is totally convenient and functional for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of our van and got some useful tips, even just one, to take along with you on your next road trip or commute or whatever you use your car for. If you head on over to our community tab, since YouTube has disabled our comments, you can leave a comment on the thumbnail for this video and just let me know what was one thing you took away from this and what's another tip you have that you have found useful. Let us know in that comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.